Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Seercast. Today we have a small group of people here. With me today is ERNJ.
Apparently other things happened this month other than Priv.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Gina?
Well, in October apparently we have missing presumed death all over again.
Lime?
Ah! Oh, damn.
What?
What was that?
Let me try that again.
Oh my god. That was a fail.
And then I tried
that's
again.
A ball, right?
Well played, Lime.
Ow.
And then Thorlah is in the chat for the time being and may show up in voice
and
form.
Walter.
And then Walter is here as always.
Yes. I'm sorry guys, that was a massive fail on my part. It was a fail of a fail. So I only assume it's right.
It was failception. Oh
Yep.
my god. No, I'm gonna keep them both because that was great. But
Yeah, we still need to keep.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was making up for not having it last time. My mic cut out.
Oh yes, it was bad to do it, and then it does.
all right. Well, anyways, but yeah. So as ERNJ said, in September there were apparently other things that happened other than Priv. So we'll go down that list pretty quickly here. Hit a couple points about the October BTS and then talk about Runefest. So before I mention anything else about September BTS, Kitten and Lime will be at Runefest. They will be carrying around Seercast microphone things. We have a new logo that will be on the video right now. It is courtesy of Kitten because she is awesome and Cosmic Penguins.
And that will be on my microphone as well.
Yeah.
I think only I've got the microphone.
Is she gonna have I think she was planning on doing something similar, but I'm not sure. Maybe she was the one with the camera.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, one of those...
We'll just alternate.
Yeah, you two are going to be at Runefest and are going to be interviewing several of the jmods that we find most awesome. We are actually going to have some form of a Skype interview podcast, something, between 1 and 2 on Runefest Day. And while I highly doubt I'll be able to stream it or anything, it will be eventually posted up to this channel or be linked in some form on my channel. So, yeah, be sure to check that out. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that at the end, but definitely pay attention next weekend, because that is something we've always wanted, is to kind of have a one-on-one with the jmods.
It's a really big day for us.
Yeah, it
especially
is.
for me and Kitten. And Valor, who will also be there, guest starring on the cast.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I know I wanted to be there, I know several of us also wanted to be there, but it's a lot of money for all of us, and we're all North American, to go over to Britain.
Except for Walter, who is currently located on the moon.
Yeah, Walter's on some other planet, maybe in another universe, we don't know. He's somewhere, he transcends time and space. So, but yeah. So that's a thing, and it is an awesome thing, and it will be a thing next weekend, so please stay tuned. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter for more updates about this. We'll probably post a couple questions, like what kind of stuff would you like to have asked at Runefest, just in case for some reason we run out of things to ask. Or maybe there'll be something that gets popped up there that's better than anything that any of us have thought of. So that's...
Yeah, I know that I've worked up a few questions, and actually I should probably tweet someone right now asking what we can't ask.
Yeah, and that's something else that we'll try and do. But yeah, so that's going to be awesome next week. Please tune in for that. And but
watch the event.
Yes, and watch it. But so we'll go ahead and get into this. In September, we had several updates that we actually somehow didn't cover on the previous podcast. I mean, I guess after 2.5 hours of Priv spam, we didn't have much time for this. Although I did really, really like the lore stuff for Briff. That was great.
Oh yeah.
But, for the first thing to mention in September was the grouping update. This grouping system introduction. As Walter says, it was an interesting concept, but it appears to have been released in early alpha.
Yeah, it's fallen a bit flat. I tried using it once for Trouble Brewing, and let's just say that Trouble Brewing did not happen.
Yeah. Several mini games that are much easier solo are supported just because, like Co-op Vinesweeper. Yeah.
Which I didn't know people did.
I didn't know that anybody did that either.
Yeah.
But leave it to Walter.
I mean, like, I didn't know that people did it solo or for groups, because the last time I was there, which was, surprisingly enough, trying to get the hunter requirement for Cold War back, like, 4 years ago. Or wait, no, it'd be farther back, 6 years ago or something. There was nobody there.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I've been there a couple times in the last few years, and usually it's just me.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I've misclicked on the teleport option on the Leprechaun. I actually wanted to go there myself.
That is probably true as well. It's nice. It's apparently nice for Chaos Ellie because you can find people in the wilderness even if they don't seem aware that you can in before PKers.
I assume you mean in after.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
There's no loot share or coin share support, so that seemed useful. These aren't glitches. It's released way ahead of time, so we'd have something to use. They do hope to improve it someday, but apparently it was legitimately rushed, and Walter personally feels sorry for Mod Hunter for having to put it out, but he is on the city now. So.
I mean, like, this is something that we definitely needed for dead mini games, like, ones that really needed help, like Trouble Brewing and Blast Furnace. But
even for live mini games, this would be really useful.
Yeah.
Like BA or something. But
it just needs some work.
Yeah.
Well, I say some. It needs a lot of work.
It needs a lot of work.
To be quite frank.
Yeah.
But, alright, so that is the grouping system. Also this month was the Expert Skill Capes. I love the Gatherer's Cape. I want it. I want it so badly. But I am, 30 mil XP off of it. So, and that 30 mil XP is in farming, fishing, mining, woodcutting, and Hunter's Quick. But those other 4, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, those last 4 are what I have to get to.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
I am proud to say that I have exactly 199, and I'm not proud to say that I got that by accident.
He accidentally 99 smithing.
Well done.
I wanted to get it really close for Runefest, and I ended up getting it.
I just saw Capn Liem has achieved 99 smithing. I look over, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, same. It's like, wait.
Lime, please, why you do this? I think it's like a rite of passage for somebody to get an accidental 99. However, I have not done such a thing because I'm super careful when I get close.
I did that for magic and ranged.
I mean, it's one thing if you're like going for it and then accidentally get, but if you're not going for it and then you just happen to get 99, then you're like, oh.
It's like, can I have my accidental 99 HP on the elves?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be killing elves like crazy just to get close, and then something like a clash is gonna come out, I'm gonna get it there.
Yeah. And that would be Gina's second 99. As hard as that is...
I never had 99 GG, this is a lie.
Gina, please. Although you did basically skip it. You sat on 99 for like...
My 100 party was the greatest thing ever.
Yes, it was. And the total confusion at some people when you went from 99 to 100 was priceless.
I remember that.
Doc was like, I don't even know what just happened. Anyways, but yeah, so back to the skill capes. The Artisan's Cape requires 99 cooking, constructing, crafting, firemaking, fletching, herb lore, rune crafting, and smithing. Combatants is attack, constitution, defense, magic, prayer, range, strength, and summoning. I mentioned gatherers before, and the support cape is agility, dungeoneering, slayer, and thieving. They all have an emote, they all can be activated to boost all related skills by a level, and they also have hoods. They have the same stats as standard skill capes. To get them, you skill in the relevant skills. Yeah. To get skill shards, you put them together, it does a cool emote, and there you go. But,
On a side note, the capes are a bit of a lore fail, since capes are technically supposed to be made out of the fur of the Harney wildcat.
Where did we learn this?
I believe you talked to one of the 99 cape givers.
Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter's Cape.
Oh. Interesting. Or Harney wildcat. So that means if we can get a high enough hunter level, we can just catch this thing and make our own skill capes. Deal with it. Anyways. The capes are not lost on death. They are stored in your toy box, and you have to pay your toy box for storing them, which seems logical.
Yeah. So the question is, where does that money go?
That is a question. We ask the hard questions here at the Seercast. Here's your money to hold my item. Yes. You can't...
Such as, do Majrat lay eggs?
Oh, no. Anyways.
No, they do not.
Also, it's worth mentioning that there's no way to store the skill shards or to stop them from dropping, which means that if you have a 99, but you don't have a 99 in all of the skills, you will get spammed with them until you either sacrifice bank space for years or stopped training that skill for several years. A way to hold them is being considered, but they would be low on their list. I personally have 6 or 7 of them in my bank, so yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I've
That's annoying.
got quite a few of those, but whatever. It's like I have the bank space to spare, so I'm not worried about it. But I know that some people don't. And yeah.
Yeah. But then I don't have 99s either, so okay.
Yeah. All right. There's aside from skill capes, there's also the rune value improvements, which was the Rune Goldberg machine, as well as a bunch of drop table changes. The Rune Goldberg... Huh?
This was done by Mod Deg.
It is a Deg update. You put a variety of runes into the Rune Goldberg machine and get V-Swax in return. You can use V-Swax to do stuff like extend auras, reset skilling auras like Jack of Trades once a day, extend or change challenges.
Boost daily divine gathering limit.
Oh yeah, and that too.
So it's just like a bunch of general things that you like, and I'm pretty sure it might be expanded in the future.
Yeah.
Well, at least I hope.
I like the being able to double the length and reward of a lot of daily challenges. Like if I have a rocktail challenge because I need fishing, I really like being able to do that. I'm about to do the same with my incandescent energy challenge too. I don't like the way that the interface works for re-rolling a daily task because I've twice now accidentally not re-rolled a task that I meant to re-roll, and then it means that you can't re-roll it again. So I'm stuck with freaking lighting all beacons. Because of that. So,
QQ.
yeah. It's frustrating. It costs different amounts of V-Swax to increase...
Thorlah says, the Kingdom of Misthalin thanks you for your services.
It costs different amounts of V-Swax to increase different auras by 50%, either 5, 20, or 50. And also with this update, they also made a lot of runecrafting changes. On the day of release, astral crafting was somewhere around 4.2 mil an hour, which is a hell of a lot more than it was when I was going for 99. Like, wow. But yeah, so astral crafting was significantly better because of using bank presets, and they made runecrafting changes such as using your pouch and all of the essence in your pouches, in your inventory, and in your familiar at once at the altar. So you click once and everything is done. It also makes it really, really easy to misclick when you're trying to make combo runes because it doesn't work on that.
Yeah. Because of the way you make combo runes.
And speaking of somebody coming in late, hello Runic.
Runic is here now.
You are
to be here this late.
You are about 15 minutes late.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. We're in the middle of rune value improvements in the thread, so.
Oh yeah, that was a total fail.
I don't think it was so much a fail as it just didn't do as much as people thought it was going to. I think people wanted it to like double or triple the price of all runes because I don't even know why. It did that for combo runes.
Oh god, yeah, combo runes are so expensive now.
I mean, there's like no way to get any of them into the game, and then, like, do dust runes or smoke runes or any of those drop anywhere?
I don't think so, actually.
Maybe, but in like small quantities, so it just doesn't even matter.
Yeah, Walter says it's not a fail at all, it'll just take time. They didn't intend for it to be instant, it has to be a slow change. And yeah, think of how many fire runes went into the game every day, especially like at fire giants and stuff. There was a lot that came into the game, and so yeah. Same with mud runes and stuff like that, although mud runes have pretty much stayed stable because they're primarily used for herb lore. But yeah, you can do that. The large list of monsters had an adjustment to the number of runes they drop. Some drop only a small percent, some drop none, some had no change, like all of the things I've killed recently. Like, LRC critters have no change, they still drop mud runes very commonly, and in quantities of like 8 to 15. Apparently dust devils, fire giants, harpy bug swarms drop far fewer fire runes. Glacors drop diamonds instead of runes. Firewatch drop 35% of the runes they used to. QBD drops about half the runes she used to. So I mean, it's a lot of little changes over a lot of things that'll make up to a big change in the long run. Barrow still has its runes. In general, rune prices are going up though. Fire runes are around 40.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah, and so
we just need to wait for all of those runes to be spent.
Yeah. It does take time for everything to get spent. I don't think elemental runes are ever going to be much higher than 40 or 50, just because of staves. Like, elemental staves, like Steam Staff, Mud Battle Staff, they make a lot of the skilling kind of stuff super cheap for those runes. But
also, any runes that get used up will be brought back into the game by free-to-players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
But most combo runes have gone up significantly in price.
Because nobody makes them.
If you can make an astral rune, if you can make double astrals or double nats, there is literally no reason for you to go and make combo runes if you're trying to runecraft for money. Even if you can make triple cosmic runes, or whatever, I think it's triple. I think at like level 70 something, you can make triple cosmics, and that's a significant amount of money as well. I think it just comes back to the fact that you can't make multiple combo runes at the same time, so it's just never, ever, ever going to be worth it to do so.
I mean, I think actually mud runes are like 6 mil an hour apparently if you do them right.
Define right.
I think there's a technique to it.
Well, I'm sure there is. There's also a technique to getting 4.2 mil an hour from astrals, but there's just no There's no, I mean, it would obviously include binding, you'd need a binding necklace, about 1 million of them. You would need, it's just, you'd have to have like unlimited teleports, unlimited Zamorak token teleports, which you just don't have. Or unlimited water tablet teleports, which also isn't feasible.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing about those per hour things, is that it's not sustainable. Like, with Astrals, if you have a Toggle Zo, it's sustainable at 4.2 an hour. And, like, that's all you can ask for a skilling thing. Like, you don't have, there's nothing special to do, you don't even need a massive pouch for it. God, with a massive pouch, it might be close to 5. But, yeah. But yeah, anyways. The plan to refer. And I think that pretty much covers everything we want to with the rune value improvements. Is there anything I'm missing? I would be the one to know it, but I don't think I'm missing anything.
There is nothing missing, so on to Patch Week.
Yeah. I like rune value and rune crafting holds a dear place to my heart, so that's something that I should know regardless. But yeah, on to Patch Week. So in the Patch Week, the first incarnation of the long-awaited quest reset feature has been put into the game. Players can now reset their defense once per account in order to replay quests.
It's like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I'm gonna do it, even though it'll reset my defense.
Well, you don't have like a keepsake item that requires that, so you're fine. What are some of the quests? I'm trying to find the list.
There's a thread for it that was linked earlier.
I know it's a lot of the Majorad quests, a lot of the Myrique quests.
It's most of the Myrique, most of the Majorad. Wolgathic Sleeps, Ritual of the Majorad.
It's all of the Myrique. It's most of the Majorad, except for like the beginning of Majorad. It's all the Fremnik quests. That's all I can remember off the top of my head.
And there's something. I think they were mentioning something about possibly the Elf Quest series as well, but they weren't sure about that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't reset elves. You can still access Frith.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Which is a shame. So, yeah, they tested it with Sheep Herder, but apparently it doesn't.
Okay.
So this is an amazing proof of concept, so that we can be able to reset any quest. So we can just unfortunately weird glitch in which that it makes you lose stats, so you have to train them up again. But that's just all small.
Yeah, I think it was just important that they get it out just as soon as they could, so that you can fix that after. So.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's another glitch in which it only lets you reset once, but I'm pretty sure that once the Pures whine, you'll be able to do that more than once.
You just have to wait for them to whine again. Whine sufficiently, a sufficient amount, and then they'll give another one. It just takes a critical mass of idiots training defense to level 2, and then complaining about it.
And that's how we can play quests again.
So we just have to egg them on.
And this is why we brought back the Pures.
For quest resets. I do find it mildly amusing.
I think them resetting quests is a bit of a complicated thing. Because I asked Mod Pitts that if the demand was high enough, would they do it? He said it's possible, but essentially, without resetting skills, I think it essentially involves recoding all the old quests.
It's what it sounds like for Mod Ollie. We'll talk about Mod Ollie's quest that's coming up in October a little bit later. But he said explicitly that this is it's a replayable quest, and he said explicitly on Twitter that it is replayable because he coded it to be replayable instead of how it's been traditionally coded.
It's a massive leap forward.
Yeah. Walter says, because they give rewards. You have to go in and remove their ability to give XP. Yeah, you have to do, there is a lot of things. And as much as we joke about, the quest reset being a thing now, it is a significant issue, I guess, if you could say.
And to be honest, I'm okay with the having to reset a skill in order to redo a quest, because it shows that you're dedicated enough to want to redo the quest.
I wonder if it's possible to pretty much reset all quests based. It's like you reset like 2-3 skills, and you can all quests.
Oh yeah, I want to look into that.
Yeah, look into that. See which skills need to be reset in order to redo all quests.
Let me find out which skill, which skill quest to use the most.
Dunge is going to be the worst one.
Any guesses?
I don't think there's going to be one, but because I know that
it'll
there are a lot of the low level quests that have either like 1 or 2 requirements, and a lot of them, or none, and some of them are kind of irrelevant. So, like MPD.
Maybe you could look at resetting single skills to reset entire quest chains.
But even then, you have the problem with the XP as a reward. I mean, I'm sure they would have to add lines of code to say if you've done this quest before, you get no XP, or if you've done this quest before, any decisions you make are irrelevant, or something like that. Like you'd have to. It would be complicated. Like there's no doubt about it, but it's just a question of are there enough questers versus are there enough pures to actually make it worthwhile for them to spend their time. Spend their time on that.
I think I'll actually look into it.
The
skill that quests require the most is crafting with a close second in thieving.
I'm surprised magic isn't right there.
Well, that's third.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's third. Okay, fair enough. Because like the entire Void series gets reset by magic, and then there's a lot of other ones. Because I mean that had the highest base skill requirement.
Yeah, the entire Void series, the entire Dwarf series gets reset by magic, shockingly enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, no, you need 33 magic to do the Giant Dwarf, because that's where you get telekinetic grab.
Yeah. Alright, so there's that. But yeah, the quest replay option that is disguised as a pure defense reset is great, and I'd love to see more of it.
I'd be using it.
But and Lime is going to be resetting.
Pures finally have a use to the rest of society.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
See, this is how you get people to accept pures, is to give them what they want, and to just tell pures that they're getting what they're asking for.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's hard to trick pures.
Yeah,
But
their average IQ is about the same as their defense level, so it's okay.
That burn.
I shouldn't be making fun of pures so much since I'm going to Runefest, and they might see this.
Do you really think pures watch the Seercast in before they do?
Guys, I'm sorry, we lost 1 subscriber.
I think we're safe.
Oh no, what will we never do? But yeah. So that's...
Let's stop before we offend someone.
Too late. But yeah, so also in Patch Week, the Rise of the Six got some change. Apparently the Shadow Realm isn't quite as OP in before Geena.
And before Fang, actually.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, Fang just showed up too. God, see, this is what happens. I stall for 30 minutes waiting for people to show up, then we start, and within 20 minutes, boom, 2 people have shown up. God damn.
It's been like 30 minutes, bud.
I don't think so. It's been for the actual recording and my things being stupid. Okay, it's just about at 30 minutes. But yeah, also Beasts of Burden can now be filled from the bank, except for the ones that's really useful on, aka the Abyssal Familiars. Oh well.
Quite a shame.
Yeah, Abyssal Familiars cannot be loaded from the bank, and I think that's really the only one where that's useful, except for I guess Training Prayer. But yeah, you can turn on. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say something about Excalibur, but I missed the cooldown timers thing.
Also, hello, Fang.
Hi, guys. I walked in, I turned on my computer, and I'm like, it's not 5 o'clock, why is there a call going on?
No, we moved it up, and we moved it up for Lime.
That shows how much attention I pay.
Yes,
guys.
But yeah, we're in the middle of September. We're at the end of September updates, talking about patches.
Yeah.
I am popping open the link now.
Alright, so you can now see the cooldown timers on the abilities, so that you know exactly how long it will be until you can use the abilities again, instead of staring at a weird clock thing that you can't understand.
So yeah, with Guthlix's Blessing, or with whatever the shield ability is, either one of those that restores 40% of your HP, you don't have to stare at it for like 20 seconds to see if it moves. You can actually just see it, which is great. As I cannot say how many times I've tried staring at that thing and had no idea where it was.
Mm-hmm.
I've pressed the button once and I was like, why is this not going?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Why is this ability not working?
And Thorlah says he blesses us all. Also, along the same notes of Guthix and Thorlah, he has obtained a crystal seed, so we should all rejoice.
Yeah.
Praise Guthix.
Yay.
Praise Saren for her kindness.
Yes.
Yes.
After a week of QQ and another week of spending all of his money on crystal impling jars.
Actually, no, wait, did he?
Huh?
Did you ever actually manage to complete any of the buy orders, Thorlah?
He managed to, he found a crystal impling.
Yeah, he found a
and
crystal
he got his
impling.
brother to catch it for him.
Yeah, so he burns all of his money on impling jars, and he finds one.
And his brother catches it. Yeah, it's kind of amusing.
Not the point, otherwise he'd have spent another month on leveling Hunter, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of amusing on a lot of levels, but hey, he got it, and he is now of the Naragi, or will be soon. I think he has to get 90
as soon as
whatever
he gets the
farming.
chance to plant it.
You can at least boost the farming, even if you can't assist it, so 89 is
He's apparently all
technically
stocked up on
requirement.
farming materials, so... soon.
What's your farming level, Andy? 78. Oh. You've got a ways to go. Plant those
So yeah,
trees.
something to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, if you're planting magic trees and doing a lot of herb runs a day, you can get a couple 100K a day. And
if you've got like really strong guts, you could just live at farm.
Or that. I mean, eventually I'll probably have to suck it up and do that because I'd like the Trollheim Telly anyway at some point, but...
Yeah.
I need to do that.
It is not a farming training method.
I mean, it's the only consistent farming training method in the game. So, it kind of is. Unfortunately.
It's like 30K
I
an
guess
hour,
I just don't consider it such because it is so painful to do.
Oh, it's incredibly painful.
Yeah. If you have BXP, it's a little more...
Sorry, I have made a mistake, I've made an error. Vinesweeper is also a consistent farming.
Oh, right.
10K an hour. Yeah.
I can't even say that with a straight face, Walter.
Consistent farming training. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't even say that with a straight face. Vinesweeper. Oh man, it returns. It has already appeared twice in this podcast. That's more times than it's been referenced in game in the last 8 years.
It always makes me giggle when people that I know talk about spend on Vinesweeper getting a spirit seed, and I'm like, why would you not help a Gano-derps?
Maybe they don't have the Slayer level.
I got so many spirit seeds from randomly picking up seeds.
I have 17 spirit seeds from camping Ganodermics.
I have 4 from not camping Ganodermics.
I have 5 from just opening a bird's nest.
Yeah, I think they're from bird's nests.
Yeah, Kingdom.
And then there's the 3 spirit trees.
Yeah, back when doing maples for Kingdom was the best. You got so many seeds from that.
Thorlah got 88 spirit seeds.
Wait,
what? Oh, from the crystal implings.
Seriously?
Wait,
No.
what?
What are you...
Did you camp Ganos too? Because I've only done it to 86.
What's this about?
Or 96.
Wait, what?
What are we talking about?
Thorlah has 88 spirit seeds.
He is attuned with the
No, he's
Anima
just
1D.
being Guthix.
No wonder he's up to Naragi.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
a reason he needs this title so bad.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Should be a place where you can like trade in your spirit seeds for titles.
anyway, yeah. Anyways, we have gotten totally off topic
Yeah.
now. I guess this is what happens when you don't have much to say. The Excalibur has been graphically updated. Enhanced version now protects on death. The assist cap resets at the daily reset.
Praise
and
the ninjas.
And you can continue helping past your cap, you just don't get XP. That is nice.
Praise the ninjas. More praise the ninjas.
Bert's
I'm
sand
asking.
delivery resets at daily reset. Seaweed apparently doesn't. People do that.
What's a seaweed?
Exactly.
Arden Sporty Seaweed isn't bad if you do money rotations each day.
Yeah.
The click area on clan avatars has been reduced. Okay.
It's kind of nice.
But yeah, the only thing that really matters in all of that was that Thorlah got his crystal
Yes,
seed.
that was the entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the quest reset feature.
Yeah.
Yes,
Speaking
that is
speaking of reducing the click area on things, have they actually reduced the click area on Kitten yet?
No idea.
Praise God.
No idea. I've never
was
had a problem
curious.
with it, but I never go in there to chop ivy, so yeah.
I went in there one day when there was Cruis on there and I was close to a level and I'm like, I'll just chop Ivy for like 20 minutes.
And then you chop Coden for 10,
Yeah,
and you're like, oh wait.
the only time I finished an Ivy, I'd click on the next one and Code would be like, hello, how can I help you? I drunk. No, I want the thing on the wall. Thanks. We good, bro.
Alright. So let's get to October.
Yes, October. So first up in October is Iron Man mode, which might be a thing.
Yep.
Moving on.
It's a thing.
Also in October we have Smarter Familiars. It's a Chris L project. Familiars will get
It's been
involved in
needed.
combat right away and keep fighting until you tell them not to. They'll defend you if you come under attack, which will be useful in the LRC, but would otherwise be busy with other things like fishing or mining.
This has been needed. I've used familiars exactly 3 times. Once with the Boland during while Gothic sleeps. Once with the Kayat during Nomad because I'm a noob. And once with the Bronze... No, oh yeah, that makes 4.
Defender of the Rock.
What about all the familiars you needed in the Spirit in the
Spirit's End.
quest?
Yeah.
Hang on, wait, there's one more.
Jeez,
and once
So
with
there's
the
4
Bronze
more.
Minotaur. It was a Bronze Minotaur when I was trying to do Castle Wars.
So technically you had at least 8.
Yes,
Lime,
exactly
please.
8 times, and nowhere else.
So basically, Lime has never used summoning familiars outside of when he has literally had to use them for quests, or that one
those couple
time
times
at
where it's
Castle
like,
Wars.
I'm gonna use this powerful level 3 familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although Bronze
Or the
Minotaur
times
isn't
that-
that low level. It's just
Oh, I was just teasing.
not this powerful.
I was just being a noob.
You should just
No,
take
I used-
Spirit Wolves everywhere.
I used
I
Pretend it's
Spirit
Hearthstone and you're a shaman.
I use Tort sometimes, but that's basically it.
Jack Master Race.
But yeah, so they can, the familiars will be able to store their own scrolls. You can tell them how often to use them. Sounds like a lot of options, familiar options,
Yeah.
which could be confusing the first day. But
It's also going to be really convenient at Living Rock Caverns because you can keep mining while you send your Titan to go beat some
yes,
rock creatures up.
or keep fishing
What's a
and you
Titan?
send your lobster to go kill something that's attacking you. That'll be great.
Click, 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 click.
Clonk.
I'm doing the Chris L. Lobster thing right now, okay?
Uh,
I'm sure you'd appreciate that.
they're improving the way summoning helmets work, charged summoning helmets work, updating the summoning side panel. Hopefully they'll give it a hotkey so I can make it go away after I accidentally open it
I think
without
there already is a
unlocking the
hotkey, technically.
screen. I
Could be wrong.
I haven't found one.
You may have to bind a key to it, but I think it's an option.
And adding a give all button to Beasts of Burden, which would be
Yes,
nice.
the hotkey for it is F12.
Yeah.
Really?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll have to try that.
F12 does something.
Yeah. Now with the give all, there's also a take all. There's already been a take all, I think. Didn't they add that?
Yeah, that's
But now there's a give all, so you can like actually properly put things in your bob and take them out.
yeah.
It's like actually convenient.
but I still can't eat my bomb.
Rip.
Wait, did I
Gina
get that
cannot
right?
eat
This is-
terror birds. It's a shame.
this is at 12.
I've always wanted to cook some
Trust me,
yak.
terror birds.
Please give this to Abyssal Familiars. I agree. Otherwise, the poor Abyssal Titan will feel left out again. After all the work Deg put into making him not feel left out.
Yeah, since they are a Beast of Burden familiar, I'm certain Give All will be on there and Take All will be too.
I wonder if they'll give it to Muspaz too. Even though that's
Oh, that's
completely
interesting.
irrelevant, but
Yeah.
I just wonder if they'll do that. I mean, I guess you can stick Energy and Chronicles in a Muspa, so to be fair,
I meant
Oh, wait, Walter, you're telling me they don't have, apparently the Abyssal Familiars do not have the fill...
yeah, they don't work from the bank.
Yeah.
sorry, it's
Interesting.
not.
That's a shame.
It's not F12.
Yeah, it's-
Alt F4.
Oh, right, Lime. Okay,
So press
I'll be
Alt.
sure to try that right now.
Thanks, buddy.
It's Alt
Yeah, all that.
asshole.
That'll do it.
Does it
Alt
also
F4.
involve going to System 32 and pressing delete?
Exactly.
Only if you delete it officially afterwards, and then empty your recycle bin.
Oh my god. But yeah.
Sorry, I used
That's
the
like
Mac, so I'm
that's
not-
like straight out of Twitch chat, Lime. I mean, come on, please.
Yeah.
Raise your dongers!
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, the Abyssal Familiars don't work, so hopefully I don't forget them. And if they do, we can bother Deg, because we know that he likes his Abyssal Titans.
Titans.
Anyways, also in October will be drop table reworks of Ghosts and Beasts. They'll get drop table reworks to make them more interesting and valuable. Higher level Slayer targets will have gotten larger boosts, so Dark Beasts and maybe Aquanites. Not sure about Aquanites.
No one kills Aquanites, trust me.
Yeah, Aquanites aren't
No.
on there. They already have their fancy rare drop that nobody cares about because it's outdated.
It is outdated, which is a shame.
But Dark Beasts
Hey.
are getting those Ranger boots apparently.
Yep. Well,
Which
it
is
sounds
awesome.
like most of these will have Ranger boots as a drop.
Yeah.
It's just a question of rarity.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
And
they're
I'm
gonna
curious how powerful the boots are. Are these like the level 90 power boots, or?
I have a feeling they'll be level 90
Probably.
power.
I'd be surprised if they weren't, but if they decide to be cleverer and or fancier than that, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, and they're also dropping upgrades for some ghostly tools. I have no idea what that means, but that
Probably some kind of update for the Bone Crusher and the Ectoplasmator.
oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
probably.
Because Ectoplasmator is not locked behind a Halloween reward. It is a rare drop from Ghosts.
I think I found one. And I have no idea what to do with it.
Yeah, it basically gives
You
you
use it while
XP for
killing revenants.
ghosts. You put it in your pocket slot, and it basically is a Bone Crusher for ghosts that don't drop ghosts. Or don't drop bones or anything.
Oh,
It's basically, here's some free prayer XP for killing
oh,
this.
fair enough. Okay, maybe I'll use that at some point.
I got one on a God Wars Dungeon task when I was killing Spirit.
Yeah, I think I got
First
one from
just-
Aberrant Spectres or something. Like
Yeah, that'd be it.
in my random slaying to get to 90 for ports. Like yeah. But yeah, so that's the drop table reworks. It looks interesting. The Halloween event, we go back to Death's house to deal with a horde of evil yet slightly disturbed ghosts. That, I believe, is a quote unquote.
So right off the bat, I'm wondering if we're going to use that door in Death's office to go into his house.
Perhaps. We will use a
Possibly.
proto-pack, supercharge it with active ectoplasm, and track down the ghosts, a la Ghostbusters.
It is the
Sweet.
best.
Oh.
Okay.
Clearly not
Hang on,
similar to any other events or any other media out there. Clearly
Definitely
not.
Probably not.
Seriously
I
though,
think
that graphics work on that set looks really nice in the BTS video.
we
Yeah.
should call it we should call it the Ghost Crushers event.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghost Crusher.
Ghost Crushers.
Who are you gonna NPC contact?
It just doesn't have the same ring, but it's great. JMods
Same
will
ring to
have
what? We're not copying anything.
JMods will have the power to summon demons, turn you into a ghost, and apparently turn into furniture because woo furniture.
So scary.
I think we've always wanted to see Mod Raven as a sofa.
Mod couch? Yeah, but
Mod Couchborn.
oh dear. Now there's
Mod
going to be a
Osborn-
picture that shows up on the internet of that.
Mod Osborn would
BRB
clearly
going to
be
go make one.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. It appears that there already is. Oh, that's something else.
No.
But yeah, Mod Osborn would clearly be a bar stool.
Absolutely. No, bar stools, like, chairs aren't big enough for his face. You need, like, what fits him?
Or a recliner.
He would do pretty well for a counter.
Counter. Oh
Can't you just,
my
see it?
God.
You sit down and you put your elbow on the counter and he goes, "Excuse me, that's my face." Everybody knows it's rude to put your elbows on countertops.
That's terrible.
I know.
Anyways, there will be puzzles for the Halloween event.
Oh, wait. Mod Raleigh would be an Ottoman, since the Desert Quest series.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, you win.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, the puns.
Does this mean Raven would be a writing desk?
Yes.
I can see that. Oh, man. The rewards will include a funky new Ghost Hunter outfit, a new title, the ability to cremate bones and fires for prayer XP, among other things. The proto-packs can be used outside the event and will be upgradable by special ghost drops to view special benefits and rewards while fighting ghosts elsewhere. This totally wasn't already done with the Ectoplasmator.
They're basically giving us a full ghost fighting set now. It's kinda cool.
Yep.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghost Crushers.
Anyways. Also with the Halloween, we're getting the Halloween quest called Broken Home, developed by Mod Ollie. This one is intended to be dark and scary. It's a fully replayable novice level quest. This is designed to be fully replayable by Mod Ollie from the ground up.
It is the first quest able to do so, except for the ones that are reset by defense, but that's
It's the
really
first quest normally designed to.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what's even more interesting about this is it starts as a novice level, like some easier puzzles with the dark story. Every time you repeat it, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder.
Before Mod Stu made the last levels.
And before they brought Mod Dylan back on contract work.
Yes. For Elemental Workshop version Broken Home.
For this, please.
Yeah, really.
On a side
yeah,
note,
I was actually thinking that would be really cool as a seasonal.
on a side note, Elemental
Yeah, that
Workshop.
would be awesome.
Elemental
On a
Workshop
side note,
what?
Elemental Workshop 3 is one of the quests that can be reset with the pure reset thing.
Oh shit.
Yay.
Oh, yes.
But after
That's
you
why
do
I'm
it once,
that's
you know
why
how
I
to do
decided
it,
never
though.
to reset.
No, that means we can all do it again without reading the guide.
But I didn't read the guide the first time.
Yeah.
After I did it once, it's... I know,
Okay, well, obviously you can just solve it again, because why not?
Although
Yeah.
I would do that. Be like,
Yeah,
hey, I'll
do it.
just do Elemental Workshop 3 again today.
I mean,
would
I
like
did
to
it
see them
during
at
the
some point.
quest rush.
I would like to see them do at some point,
I literally was like,
those
I don't have
Elemental
time
Workshop
for-
puzzles. Resetting those Elemental Workshop puzzles from the start. Because
Well,
it does,
you
it wouldn't
can,
affect
actually. You're right.
Yeah, if you just reset the Elemental Workshop puzzles, you can just do the whole quest again, because literally the
That
quest
is the
is
quest.
just a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Well,
is
hey-
why I think they should never pull an Elemental Workshop quest, just make a puzzle and release.
Absolutely.
A whole lot
Because
more simple than any
But,
other
I mean-
quest.
But we want
Four-
but we want the
four
Rune Lore.
totally redeemed the series, in my opinion, because 4 was a really good quest.
It was. But we want the lore that was attached to that. It's not so much the puzzles themselves, because I mean, we love the puzzles, but they can do puzzles anywhere. But it's the stuff, because it's Rune Lore. This is stuff that's...
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I really like that lore.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it was
like
the first. It was the first place we saw an automaton as well.
It was.
Davi.
Line bots.
Well, no, that was the Golem quest.
Well, he's not an automaton; he's a golem.
Golem and
Basically,
automatons are the different. Jeez, Lime.
he's
Do you
probably-
even Limebot?
He talks like a robot. That's basically an automaton.
Lime, please. Anyways, yeah, so it's a non-combat puzzle-solving affair with high-level content hidden in its rewards. Rewards include rings that can help restore your special attack and adrenaline levels. They won't say much about it, but it's in the Silveria mountain range. again. Apparently Ollie really likes putting stuff there. They
That's
teased
it.
it on Twitter,
That's
and then immediately everybody was like, that's the missing presumed Death Start location. Ollie, please.
Yeah, like that zone used to be very quiet,
It's
and
like the
all there
same
was
us
the
in the
Rag and
same
Bone Man
place.
guy.
To be fair, that was the, like, one of the largest, just completely dead areas in the game.
Yeah.
There were like three things there. There was the start of Rag and Bone Man plus Fur and Seek. There was the start of Devious Minds with the monk there, and then there's the bit from All Fired Up.
Yep.
And then there's
Yeah.
the bit
Yeah, the
from
beacons.
and the bit from what is
Priest in
it?
Peril.
Priest in Peril, yes.
Really,
And
it's just
besides that, it was empty, and then they added missing.
It is really
there.
just the pass.
And then it got a little more lively because there's like a dude there, and there were a bunch of dead things there. But I'm actually really curious how they're gonna fit.
Okay, that's all it is. It's the pass which is full
I'm
of...
curious how they're gonna fit a whole mansion in there, because the Rag and Bone Man thing was explicitly, I'm here because it's quiet.
Well, maybe it's on the other side of on
Yeah.
the other side of the road, and the Rag and Bone Man is too oblivious in his mumbling. Or
Yeah,
his sax mumbling.
Yeah,
I
there's a
guess.
mansion across the way, but it's been empty for a long while.
I mean, that's what it kind of sounds like it is, though. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But,
Walter says there's still more quests than Catherby.
and
Yeah,
why
Catherby
haven't we
has
deleted
two?
Catherby yet? Yeah, no. Anyways.
Catherby, please. But move the
but
tree
yeah.
path somewhere.
So we're looking forward to Broken Home just because yay puzzles and yay replayability. I'm curious to see where they take the replayability, like how many times you can go through and play it and it continues getting more difficult.
Yeah. And I'm curious how randomly generated, like, in that sense they are. Like,
Yeah.
will each replay you do the previous puzzles and then there's like an additional twist to make it harder? Or will it get to a point where it's not possible to solve again? Or will there just be various challenges that it will pick and choose from and add layers of difficulty?
Yeah. Curious. But yeah, so that's that, and we will probably have a podcast on that, and that'll be the one after Runefest. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Although we'll probably have multiple on Runefest, because we have the one with Kitten and Lime, and then we'll probably have another one after
like
that, and then...
a bunch of shorts from
Yeah.
if we're allowed to. Wait, will we be allowed to film Meet the Maker?
I see no reason why not. People filmed them all the time.
Don't
Previous
know.
years.
All right, then we'll probably
Impossible
have
to watch.
individual segments for that.
Yep.
Hopefully.
But yeah, we may, like those of us that aren't going to Runefest, may show up in a single one, which is the short interview thing we have.
Yeah,
Yes.
But,
Knowing how the internet was last year, that's probably not going to happen.
well, we'll see. It really will be a we'll see kind of thing.
Yep. I'd love to be able to do it, but if not, go wild.
Yeah. At worst case,
But yeah.
we know that we have Lime and Kitten there to interrogate J-God Stu,
Jack,
Osborne,
and
Raven, Rowley, all of them.
I don't think we have Raven. I
I don't know
we
about
have Rowley.
Raven, but
Yeah, we have Rowley.
And Runic has just given us Couchborn.
oh my god,
Oh, boy.
what?
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
I'm just-
Why? Why is this a thing?
The face was the perfect face for this.
I wanted to do little feet, but
oh my god.
Well, the couch already
Anyways.
does have glorious feet.
I know.
Anyways.
Oh jeez.
Also in October, the last thing to mention is the Divination D&D, which is the ninja's team way of possibly draining lore from something that should have a lot of it. I mean, what?
Yeah, this is the ninja's team chance to stab you in the chest with the reminder that Crest died,
Yeah, pretty much.
and then expand
Yeah.
it a little bit. But seriously, the Guthix
Stab you
cache.
in the chest,
It's
no
just
pun
Anna
intended.
says, remember guys, I killed him.
Yeah, but this is the Guthix cache, is what it's called, and it actually looks pretty awesome. Basically, every 3 hours, you can jump into a divination rift and explore
always
these
wondered-
hidden.
It's like jumping into the soul cairn.
It's like
I've
low
always
key-
wondered what would happen if you jumped in there.
Yeah, so I'm glad they are doing content like this. So apparently you go inside and there's these storage of knowledge inside there, guarded by Cress's automatons. And to for some reason, players are able to transform into crests to subdue and block the automatons, while other players can grab memories from the storage zones, I guess, and toss them into a rift in the center.
Alright, well,
yeah. So, basically, for automatons while trying to steal knowledge from Gothics.
Yep.
Yes.
There's some of the rewards are improved healing portent effects, reduce sign of life cooldowns.
I like
super sign of the porters, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Better chance of getting higher tier items from divine locations.
in before Baron Sharks from Noctail ones.
Oh yeah. A chance to get multiple resources in one collection from a divine location.
That'd be handy.
Sign or portent of sanctity, which will restore prayer points if you hit 0. A sign or portent that lets you teleport without runes.
Yeah, that one's useless though.
Which should be completely useful and totally not outdated by now.
Pocket loads.
What is going?
Alright, wait. What is that?
GT.
What is the squeaking? Make it stop, please.
Please.
Okay, it stopped for now. But yeah, so this looks interesting, but I think we all really hope that they add Guthix lore to this, like a significant amount of it, whether it be Guthix lore or Crest lore or some kind of lore, because this is like ripe for the picking, and if they don't, then god damn it, ninjas.
This is where it's finally like actually adding some proper in-game divination lore without requiring it's like, because I remember I originally expected like you turn in those chronicles and you're gonna get some heaps of lore, but no.
Walter says it is so that Anna can remind us that she took him away from us.
Baby, come
Rip
back.
Guthix.
Rip Guthix
and
Crest.
The fact that Anna's the project lead on this, with the ninja team, of course, does make me feel significantly more confident that we're going to be getting some more out of it.
Yeah, same.
I don't even think we need a lot of lore with this. I mean, even like just a mural on the walls with some kind
or
of
a book.
Guthix
I mean,
lore.
just the precedent of leaping into a divination rift opens up a lot of possibilities already.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to like put this out here because there's really no other place I could put it, but with the release of Divination, I was hoping for a lot more lore on how people were going into the divination movement. And I'm kind of disappointed that there isn't much lore regarding that, since this is like industrial revolution scale, oh my god, what is going on type thing. It's like the discovery of old.
What's even more interesting about it is before the release they hyped it up as, we're gonna see how everybody's dealing with the aftermath of Guthix's death, and how divination's gonna change the world. And then there's like 6
and
people.
Well, part of it was that they were also expecting the inventor skill to come just a few months afterwards, and then it got voted down in the poll, and we have Prif now, but we still don't have Inventor, and those two were supposed to come one after the other, and so
you did see a tidbit of it in the Bird and the Beast event, because that is seen like divination can be used as a weapon of war, like everything else.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
I kind of wish they'd held Div back, released it 1 month before Inventor, let everyone get their max capes back, and then release Inventor.
But then Divination wouldn't be here yet, and we would be sad.
I mean...
and people would be complaining that we hadn't gotten a new skill in 4 years.
I mean, like, I was hoping that it'd be a new quest series that could possibly come out, and it would be a refreshing 6-age change away from gods.
There still could be, like, that's not out of the realm of possibility, but there are so many quests that people want, and if they keep polling them, then it's like, well, we're never gonna get anything other than god quests. And while, I like god quests, I also would like the kind of other alternative stuff.
A spice of life,
Yeah.
There was the VIP Q&A that we got all the answers posted for yesterday as well.
That one.
And Osborne did explicitly say that they are clearly like, they're gonna poll a lot of things, but they are still just going to outright develop quests.
And hopefully with all of these massive updates done, like Prif,
especially Prif.
Hopefully we'll get like more quests. but I am saying that very tentatively because there will always be something else.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the last year and a few months, we've had World Event 1, World Event 2, and Prif as 3 gigantic projects that they've had to work on. And, like, and at this point, there aren't any of those gigantic projects still in development. I guess Fate of the Gods is there too, but when you have that in combination with all these other huge things,
and then before that there was EOC.
Yeah, that
there's everything.
Yeah, we've had.
It's been just a long string of big updates that take away a lot of developers and time from
and
quest
those,
content.
And those big updates are great, but we'd like to see some quests now.
Yeah. I mean...
Now, another interesting thing was that, Mod Osborne made a really good point in the VIP Q&A. Somebody goes, are you going to finish any existing quest series next year? And he goes, well, we'd love to release some more quests in older quest lines, but most of the quest series that are left over are not on their last quest yet.
Yeah, and he said specifically the 2 that could be were, what, Gnomes and Pirates. And I was like, yes, multiple my requests. Yes.
Oh yeah, we knew that for sure. Anna said for certain there's at least 2 more. But what was further interesting about his reply to that is that he suddenly went back from, next Gnome quest is the last one too, and maybe Gnomes on their last quest. So they seem to be certain that Pirates is ending with their next quest.
Well, I mean,
but Gnomes has suddenly become more malleable.
But with the Gnomes, we know, because of Gnomes you open up the entirety of Arposandra, like, there's a lot of things that you could still do with that, although you could end it. It could also be one of those Ritual of the Majorat kind of endings that ends but doesn't really end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was interesting though is I remember the design doc that Melia proposed a year or so ago, 2 years ago, or something like that, was actually to be a Gnome finale, and all of us were really confused about that, because they just introduced the concept of Gloak, there was all this confusion about what the heck happened to Glue-Free, so I mean, it makes sense that there may be more than one left over in the series, especially with Elves ending.
I'm still confused about how there's only one pirate quest left. Like that.
I mean, that makes more sense to me. A Clockwork Syringe really set us directly on the path to go hunt down Jack now.
Yep.
But it doesn't feel like it's ready for like a big finale yet. It feels like there should be at least one more quest right before the climax.
Well, you can always say that about every quest here.
I'm not so sure we need more setup though. I mean, Pirates has stalled out on a lot of quests. Rocking Out was a huge stall quest.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, it had a lot of backstory.
Hilarious.
And they're always very funny, yeah. But it really feels like the next quest, they've introduced all of the villains they needed to introduce.
Walter says we need a stall quest.
We need a stall quest.
About stalking a thieving stall.
Oh god.
Oh, so would this be another caper?
April Fool's Day.
Walter, please.
Yeah.
Add this to an April Fool's cast. We got this.
Gentlemen, Mallory, the council will be needing a new pet. I guess it's up to me since it's only me you've shown. You know who is returned. Thanks for that, lad. I guess we should get started. So yeah, they really did lead directly into what a finale would be, and that makes sense in my head. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to see that quest like within the next.
We know that Lime likes his pirates though, and he doesn't want it to end. So, but yeah. And they also didn't mention.
Remember, Lime, on new accounts, the journey never ends.
The legend always continues.
Exactly.
Legend always continues. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, and hopefully Runefest will clear a lot of this up. Like, if we can get, if they don't say it in the panels, maybe we can talk to them. Well, we're going to talk to them individually, but when we talk to them individually, maybe we can get them to kind of share their thoughts. It's going to be hard to get them to not no comment us a lot, because we're going to ask them super pointed questions that they probably will have no choice but to no comment.
Yeah.
But
things I really want to know about is, when do you want to do floor 61? Do you have a set plan in mind for it? Are you going to fix all of the damage?
They're going to hate us if we ask those questions, because they can't answer that.
It's something I'd definitely like to do in the future.
Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, Thorlah, please. King rolled, please. But yeah,
I won't be asking those questions. Like one of the questions I was planning to ask was going to be the divination movement one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one too.
And I was also going to say something about the Eastern Lands lore because I'm still pulling for that, but that's
penguin
not gonna
lore.
Happen. And penguins, yeah.
We have to ask questions about penguins.
How many penguins do you see appearing in the next year's worth of content?
If the answer is any less than 37, that is an incorrect answer.
If the answer is any less than 19, actually, because that's the penguin points we have currently. If the answer is less than 19.
If the answer is any less than 72, then we all quit.
Yep. Oh my god. But yeah,
and then we come back the next day.
like everybody else who quits. Like everybody else who quits. But yeah, so that kind of ties in back to what I wanted to mention before we end this. Runefest is, we have, as I mentioned at the beginning, Kitten and Lime are going to Runefest. Please tweet us any lore questions that you have. If we like them, if we have time, etc., we will try and get them asked. Just future update questions in general, because we're not just a lore podcast; it's future updates, recent updates, and lore.
And please don't ask lore questions that we already know the answer to, because if we already know the answer to them, we'll just tell you in the tweet.
Or that we can't ask because we know that it's going to get no commented.
Yeah, because we're just going to be like, what is Zeros' master plan? Where is Flisky hiding the Stone of Jas? And Osborne would just look at the camera like, you really thought I was going to tell you the answer to that? Really?
Yeah, that's pretty much the response we're going to get.
No, but you guys
ask things that they can kind of delve into, give us some hints about.
Yeah, they can tease us.
Alright guys, question number 1. Can you tell us all the lore?
Yes!
Osborne has done a video about that.
How does
under
a
4
lore
minutes,
taste?
so technically...
Where is my Zeros God Sword? When is Guthix coming back?
I think they would kill us.
How many penguins are secretly working
Guthix
for
God Sword, come on.
Yeah, we totally need the Guthix God Sword.
Wait.
Oh my god.
And the Brassica God Sword.
The answer to the question, can you tell us all the lore? Yes, but not right now.
And that is the correct answer. But
alternatively, just a stern no.
But yeah, or that. Actually, I think that's an even better answer. Can you tell us all of it? Well, I can, but no.
No.
You know what I think would be genius? If someone goes in a Carapac cosplay and just holds up a big sign that just says no.
and then during the Q&A sessions, somebody hands him the mic and he just goes, no. And passes the mic back.
Oh my god. Gotta love that Carapac.
I guess we know what we're doing next year then. Lime, get on it.
Yep.
We're a gigantic dragon
cosplay for next year.
But so tweet us questions that you want asked. If we find them sufficient, we will try and ask them. If we do actually just know the answer, we will try and answer them. But yeah,
Walter, who is OCD about unanswered questions, will probably answer them for you.
Probably, even though it's not him who's controlling that Twitter account. But yeah, I'll.
But you know how well he stalks the Seercast feed.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
You tweet something and instantly, Walter answers.
But yeah,
power, man.
But yeah, so
Walter is with us all.
I believe that pretty much sums up everything that we wanted to talk about for this last couple months. Somehow we've actually extended this over an hour, which is surprising.
Really?
Yeah. Hour 8 minutes. But
really though, this is the Seercast. We have a reputation.
This is very true. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for the Runefest podcast. I'm looking forward to hearing what Lime and Kitten have to grill Mod Osborne, Mod Stu, Mod Rowley, and...
Wait, just one more thing. There's an epic music track that's about elves that comes out in batch 2.
Escape soundtrack, SoundCloud page, go listen to it, it's amazing.
Yes, too.
It's a lore song, so go listen to it.
Oof, it's gorgeous. It's called Backstorian's Hollow. tells the story of Vextorian and Uriel, and it's so pretty.
Yes, it is very nice. But yeah, so tune in next week, tweet us questions. I'll be tweeting from the Seercast account to kind of provoke any questions or whatever at some point this week. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.